happy Tuesday. I just got here, turned on my computer, and it's dead, so I'm gonna charge it. I had a sub yesterday, so all in all, let me turn you around. All in all, my classroom is really not in bad shape. My kids remembered to put their tubs at their tables. I need to go ahead and think of another seating arrangement or where I'm going to put one more student. I got a new student and there's a very high possibility that they might come back in class. I'm thinking I'll put them like on the floor over here, which is by the door, but I don't think that'll be a problem. And that way, like, I have one over here and then I'll have one over there. And I think that'll even it out because, you know, I'm just living the symmetry over here. I got a cute note from my principal that said thank you for all of my hard work with virtual learning, which is sweet. I love it when principals take the time to write notes and acknowledge their staff. I had a principal when I very first started as an aide in Tyler that did that, and it made a huge difference. And then a few years later, I had another principal that didn't take time to do that, and not that she was horrible, but it just makes a difference. And so I'm really appreciative of little notes like this. They mean a lot. My sub sent home iPad notes and no iPads. So I had lots of parent messages this morning, but that's okay. So I'm gonna put you down and get my room ready and get everything going for the day. Talk to you later. Today for my small groups, and I have buckets in front of them, so it's kind of dark. So I'm meeting with 2 groups today, and these friends, so I have them in buckets like this, and they are like behind my table. But these friends are struggling with letters and sounds, and so they are not ready for books yet. So we're going to be working on their name and the alphabet. Inside my buckets, I have a little name puzzle for them, so we're going to work on putting their name together. We'll do the alphabet. They'll get their blue letters, and we'll match them to the alphabet chart in their writing folders. And then build name, matching alphabet. We're going to practice some syllables, and then we're going to count the words in print. So basically, like Fountas and Pinnell gives us these guidelines, and I read the book The Next Steps Forward in Guided Reading by Jan Richardson. In this book, y'all, I can't even say enough things about how wonderful it is, because it, I mean, gives you all the tools you need. And I like it because it works with Fountas and Pinnell, so it kind of works with our guided readers. But we're going to do the book Me. We're going to choral read it, which means we'll read it together. Since they're not ready to read it independently, we'll read it together. And that way they can get used to, you know, turning the pages and things like that. And then we're going to count the words in the book. So they're going to, you know, frame it with their hand, and we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 words. So we'll go through and do that. Oh, another thing that my aide is going to be working with kids on alphabet tracing. So I have these books that are like several years old, but I have, y'all, like literally a whole bucket of them, just paper books. And so I didn't want to make any new ones. You're supposed to use the ones that go with your curriculum, but I've used these before and they work wonderfully. So they're going to go through and trace L, lion, M, and then trace it with their fingers until we can get them through their alphabet. So this is kind of our beginning group. I got this template from Creekside Teacher Tales. It's a freebie in her Teachers Pay Teacher store, but I think you're supposed to use it for notes for kids down here, but I'm just going to put my notes up here. And then I use this to kind of map out my lesson and what I want to do with them for small group. So I'm going to set these on my table, and then that way they're ready to go. And then I'll keep moving forward with getting ready. Catch up with you in a minute. Okay, so let me walk you through what our day looks like today. So today we are going to be, they're gonna do their morning work, we do our morning meeting, and they'll do their tubs, and I'm gonna meet with the orange and purple guided reading groups. We'll have ABC boot camp, and I am doing it, I offer it on Zoom so that our kids at home can do it with us. It's really cool. We have recess. Then we're going to do On Market Street. It's a Fontes and Pinnell book. If we have time, we'll do the art activity that goes with it. Lunch, recess. We're going to do our math routine. Then we're going to do in the number 4. We're going to work on that. We're going to do their tubs. I have to remember at 12:45 they go to music, so it's a little bit earlier than our normal time. And then I'm meeting with a student at 1:15. And then we're doing we're going to do a handwriting video. We're going to talk about their iPads and then snack and pack up. And I'm kind of grateful that the sub didn't send iPads home yesterday, because that gives me the chance to talk to my kids about it before they take them home, because I'm very particular about the way things are done with my classroom, and so I want my kids to know the expectations with the iPads before they're just sent home on a whim. So we'll do that at the end of the day. That way they remember right before they go home. They'll know what to do with them. That's pretty much it. We're going to get anchor charts ready and get going. So our board is ready behind me, kind of gives them a reminder of what they need to do. One thing about the way I do morning work is I'm not having to print off copies or get a whole bunch of stuff ready. Like, it's in their cubby, they grab it, they go. So that saves me a ton of time. But I'm gonna drink my coffee and go get my kiddos, and we'll see you later. I might throw in some footage of some stuff that we do, we'll see. So I'm gonna try and do this tissue paper craft, which where they do the letter. Let me see if you can see. They do the letter with tissue paper, but we might do construction paper, and I might just have them tear tiny pieces and do the letter that starts with their name. So that would be fun. So I think I'm gonna get that ready. All I have to do is write some letters on cardstock, and then we'll be good to go. I'll catch up with you later. Bye, guys.
X is for X-ray.
It says good job. Is that a W?
I can't find it. I know what looks like it.
Keep looking, it's there. Alright, so I completely forgot that my kids had guidance today with the counselor. So they have it every Tuesday from 10 to 10:30, and she came and got my kids from recess, and she's going to take them to lunch for me, and then I'll meet them in the lunchroom. Since I eat lunch with them every day, it's my favorite part of the day. So while I have an extra few minutes, I'm going to work on virtual agendas, because our activities are already in the lesson plan. So I am going to go ahead and work on that. That way I don't get behind later. And then I think that's it. That should be time to go pick them up from lunch. So I'm going to put you down and get busy. Okay, one thing I'm going to say is that I am using resources like Pinterest. And Pinterest and Teachers Pay Teachers and all of those things are really great resources if they're used in the right way. So a lot of people will just go and look for something and then find a way. They say they like something really cute and they want to use that in their classrooms. They're going to find a way to use it in their classroom, and that's the wrong way to go about it. When you're wanting to pull things from other resources, the first thing that you need to do is to look at your plans, find out what you're needing, and then go find a resource that fits what your kids need and what your classroom and lesson plans need, not the other way around. Don't find the resource first and then try to make it fit with your lesson plans. because you're going to end up failing and you're going to end up teaching your kids the wrong things. So I am looking right now for a counting activity. So my kids are working on counting from and identifying and representing numbers 0 to 5 right now. So I'm looking, and I found this really cool, let's see, it gets up here. So I saw this one, the numbers and counting, where they are making towers. And so I think what I'm gonna have them do, and this will be an at-home activity for my virtual learners, but what I'm gonna have them do is mom or dad or whoever can call out a number, and then their child can build that many on a tower and then write the number on a dry erase board. That way they are representing the number, they're able to identify it by their parent calling it out and understanding how many they need, and then they also are doing that fine motor skill of writing the number, just to build all those muscle memory skills at once. So I'm going to keep looking for awesome ideas, and then I'll let you know what I find. And just like that, it is 1 o'clock and it is flying by. One thing I forgot to mention earlier is that after I took Micah to the doctor on Monday and I was not at school, and he has an ear infection, but I was talking with his doctor, and we've decided that I am not going to pump at work anymore. So we will see, and then we'll see how breastfeeding goes at home, if I just stop altogether, you know, if I dry up or whatever. So we are going to stop pumping and see how we go. So far, I'm okay. I'm not hurting too bad, so I think we're okay. But it definitely frees up a ton of my time in the day, because I was pumping at 9 o'clock in the morning, which is usually when my kids are in stations, but that's also the time that I need to pull small groups. So that's going to free me up to be able to do my small group, more small group instruction. And then I also do, I usually pump like right now during my conference period. And with Zooms going on, that left me no time to plan. So I'm kind of excited to have the extra time, and pumping is not joyous. So I'm kind of thrilled with not having to do it anymore. And all the immunity boosting properties and stuff of my breast milk leave after 6 months. So, I mean, it's basically really isn't a whole lot different than formula right now. And I believe fed is best. So I'm going to put you down. I'm going to put they are taking their iPads home today. So I'm going to put their login codes on their iPads, and then I have a Zoom meeting at 1:15, so in about 10 minutes. So we'll see how many I can get done. Let's go. So my camera died, and we're rolling with my iPhone for right now. But I'm after school. I don't have a Zoom meeting right now. No one signed up. So I'm going to finish working on my agendas for next week. And I feel like y'all have seen enough footage today of me working on my computer, because if I'm not teaching, I'm on the computer doing virtual stuff. It's just life right now. But I'm going to let you go. Feel free to like and subscribe if you love my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.